So in the previous lecture, we have started with the query processing, module number 1 in your syllabus. This is the first module of your syllabus. And already I have given you the brief introduction of what do you mean by query processing. But still I will revise it in a quicker way. What do you mean query? This particular word you already know. What do you mean by query? Whenever we want to retrieve the information from the database or any table or any relation, we are generally writing the instructions. Those instructions are called as the queries to retrieve the information. Okay. Now what I am talking about, I am talking about the processing of the query. But internally, whenever we are writing the query, we don't know what is happening inside the database, inside your system. So that we are going to study in this particular chapter, query processing. Okay. So in this particular chapter, there are these many things: overview, measures of query cost. Then there are selection operations. There are many selection operations actually, but we know only one. That is nothing but this. This is the selection operation, right? But apart from that, in the selection operations, there are inside the selection operations there are many scenarios are there that we are going to see. Then I am having sorting. Sorting also, you know, there are many types of sorting techniques are there. Out of this, in database, which are the different sortings we apply or we are going to study, that also we are going to see. And later on, there are join operations. Already we have spoken about the join operation: inner join, outer join, left outer join, right outer join, full outer join, that we have studied. And apart from that, there are certain other operations also. Okay, there are certain other operations also. And how the evaluation of expressions are, how the evaluation of expressions of whatever the expressions we are writing, how the evaluation is to be done, that is also we are going to study. Okay, then we'll start with the overview. So this is the basic query processing. Whatever the diagram you can see here, this is nothing but the actual query processing. Whenever we are writing a query on any relation, whenever we are writing a query on any relation, let me see, is there anyone is waiting over? Okay, there is no one. Whenever we are writing a query, that query will get performed in this way. The first one, what I can say, this particular diagram will make you, will give you clear idea what actually the query processing means. Whenever we are writing a query, suppose I am writing a query in SQL, then it will be first checked for the syntax, like our programming. Whenever we are writing a program in any language, suppose I am writing the program in Python, then it will first checked for the errors, syntactical errors. If there is no syntactical error, then it will get compiled, right? And later on it will get run. In the same way, whenever we are writing a query, जर त्या query मध्ये syntax चुकलेला असेल, if there is any syntactical error, then it will show you the error. Otherwise, if there is no error, then the query will get translated into its internal form, right? And later on, from the internal form it will get transformed, it will get translated into the relational algebra form. Okay, so this is the first step. Then later on, from this relational algebra expression, it will be given to the optimizer. It will be given to the optimizer. Then optimizer will evaluate the different evaluation plans, right, depending on the cost of the query. And whichever query is having the less cost, that will get evaluated and it will be passed to the evaluation engine. The evaluation engine will store that query into the database, and whatever the result will come as a output of that query will be given to the user. Okay, so this is the basic, what I can say, under the basic phenomena of query processing. But there are basically three steps. Step number one is parsing and translation, step number two is optimization, and step number three is evaluation. So that we are going to see in detail. What do you mean by parsing and translation, what do you mean by optimization, and what do you mean by evaluation? Okay, so but before that, are you people having any doubt? Anyone? Is there any doubt? Is there any doubt? Yes. Okay, there is no doubt, then we'll move on. Then these are the basic steps as I have told you. Step number one is parsing. Step number one is parsing and translation. So in parsing and translation, parser will check for the syntax and verifies the relation. Whether those relations are there, means those tables are already created or already present in on your database or not. Okay. Then then it will get translated in, then it will translate the query into its internal form. It will translate the query into its internal form. Right, and later on it will get translated into the relational algebra expression. First it will get translated into the internal form, and then it will get translated into the relational algebra expressions. Then finally, depending, then the second step is the evaluation step. In evaluation step, the query execution engine will take the query evaluation plan, executes the plan, and returns the answer of the query, as I have told you. Then one more step is there, that is called as query optimization. So what do you mean by query optimization? As the name itself suggests, whenever we heard a term, whenever we hear a term optimization, meaning is that whatever the best is there, that we are going to take. That is nothing but the simple meaning of optimization, right? Optimized solution, mean to say the best solution. So in the same way, what do you mean by the query optimization? First of all, we need to understand before this that what do you mean by there can be multiple queries for the same output, right? Whenever we want to have the output, or whenever we want to fire the query, it is not like that ki there will be only a single query which we can apply on the database, right? There can be multiple queries and which will give me the same output, right? So one example I have taken here, you can see what I have done. With these two examples, you can see example number 1 and example number 2. Select salary less than 75,000, project salary instructor is equivalent to, and you can see the second example, project salary, then select salary less than 75,000 from instructor. What I have done here, what I have done, first time in the first example, example number 1 and example number 2, in the first example I am doing this projection first and then selection, the sorry, here I am doing the selection first and then I am doing the projection. Here you can see in the second example what I am doing, I am doing the projection first and then I am doing the selection, right? Both are meaning the same, both are giving me the same, both will give me the same output, but what the difference in writing will make the cost of the query, there will be a different cost of both these queries. Okay, how? See, now there will be a both these operations, both these queries will give me the same output, but the evaluation plan will be different. Now they, how the evaluation plan will be, suppose one, if I am applying, if I am applying an index, right? You can use an index on the salary and find the instructor with the salary 75 less than 75,000, means this is the direct method which I am going to apply. What I am going to do, whatever the indices available, depending on that I will check only those instructors which are having the salary less than 75,000. One way, this is the optimized one. Now this is the second one which is not optimized, right? What is saying, we can perform the complete relation scan and discard the instructors which are having the salary greater than 75,000. म्हणजे मला काय करायला लागणार, आय नीड टू स्कॅन दी होल टेबल. जर समजा मी म्हणतोय की माझ्याकडे एक टेबल आहे, इन दॅट इफ आय एम सेइंग आय एम हॅव्हिंग दिस टेबल, राईट? In this particular table I am having the entries from 1 to 400. I am having the entries from 1 to 400. Now if I am applying the first approach, then what I will say, out of this 1 to 400, whichever the tuple, whichever the rows which are having the instructor salary less than 75,000, only those I am going to select. Suppose that out of this 400 entries, 75, or I can say 100 tuples are having the instructor salary which are less than 75,000, right? So what will be the ultimate cost? Roughly I am saying, it will not be the actual cost, for the sake of simplicity I am saying that what do you mean by this 100? This 100 is nothing but the cost of this particular query. If I am doing index searching directly I am searching whether this particular row is having a salary less than 75,000, yes. Whether this particular row is having a less than 75,000, yes, then I am going to select. So roughly the cost of that particular query will be 100, right? But if I am applying the second approach, right, means I need to scan all the table completely, and out of that I am going to discard the salary, which is I am going to discard the instructor information, or the salary of the instructors which are having the salary less than greater than 75,000, right? Means what? Out of this 400, या 400 पैकी 300 लोकांची सॅलरी ग्रेटर दॅन 75,000 आहे, राईट. सो आय एम गोइंग टू डिस्कार्ड दोज 300. म्हणजे मला काय करायला लागणार, एनी हाऊ आय नीड टू स्कॅन दिस ऑल 400, म्हणजे कॉस्ट ऑफ द क्वेरी विल बिकम 400, right? So that's why this first approach is better. What I mean to say, why I am telling you this, because this is nothing but the query optimization. So whatever the query, so that we will whatever the query we are writing, it should give me the answer of that query, or result of that query faster, so that the time will be less, right? So in this way the optimization of the query is to be taken place. Okay, there. Then the query optimization, whatever the equivalent evaluation plans are there, as I have told you just now, out of that whatever the evaluation plan will give me the less cost, that I am going to select, that is called as query optimization, right? The second part, the second what I can say is second topic, subtopic of this particular chapter is measures of query cost. Now whenever we say the cost of the query should be minimized, there should be a unit, right? For example, whenever we say if you want to measure some quantity, मला जर समजा पाणी मोजायचं आहे, तर पाणी मोजण्याचं काहीतरी क्वांटिटी असायला पाहिजे ना. I can't say I am having 1 dozen of water or 2 dozen of water. I can't say like that, right? So there must be a unit to measure something, to measure the quantity. So in the same way, whenever we are talking about the cost of the query, so how we are going to measure that, right? So to measure that, we are generally talk in terms of the, whenever we need to calculate the cost of the query, we are going to calculate the cost of the query depending on the total time, the total elapsed time for answering the query. Mean to say, if I am a user, right, I am firing a query to the machine, right? As soon as I suppose I have fired the query at 2 o'clock, at 2 p.m., right? I have fired the query at 2 p.m. and this computer has given me the output, and it has reached to me at 4 p.m., right? So what is the cost of the query? The cost of the query will be 2 hours, right? Because the total elapsed time when I have fired the query and when I have got the output, what is the total elapsed time? The total elapsed time is 2 hours, right? So that is the cost of the query. But it is not like that. It is for sake of simplicity I have told you, but actually it is not like that. There are many parameters are there, depends on which the cost of the query depends, right? So you can see, first of all, there are many factors. The first factor is disk access. How many number of times I need to access the disk, depending on that. Then the second one, CPU time. How much your CPU is busy, your CPU is how much busy, depending on that. And then the network communication, in terms of the, what I can say, if I am talking about distributed database, then there will be a network communication also, because if a network is slow, then it will take much time, right? So these many factors are there. Okay, depending on these many factors, the cost of the query depends. Okay, then, but whenever we are calculating the disk access, how to see in detail that what do you mean by disk access, right? So for that purpose, we need to take this into consideration. The first one is number of six means number of accesses into the average uh, access time or average seek time, then number of blocks read, how many number of blocks we are going to read, and what is the average cost of to read one block, then whatever the number of blocks written, okay, and whatever the average write cost, that we need to take into consideration. Okay,